Yeah, I was accused of cheating in a job interview, which really upset me. I'd I just can't win with stupid employers. Various interviews had tripped me up with questions like in previous videos said, how do you organise your day? So give them the correct answer, but they want to be told by Excel and email, which is not an answer to the question. So I prepared questions in advance. The question being, what 6 skills you need to be a technician? So I came up with, what did I come up with? Being knowledgeable in science, being very thorough with your work, being meticulous when setting up experiments and all the equipment, being very keen and motivated, being organised, just say organised with your day. So being organised with your day, paperwork, being knowledgeable in science, being meticulous with setting up experiments and everything. I think being enthusiastic about science helps. What else did I come up with? I can't remember now. That's 4. What else was there? I can't remember. Anyway, I came up with 6. And when I was in an interview, I got accused afterwards of cheating when I was getting feedback. And they said, oh, you just looked up at the senior technician looked up on the internet and found a list of requirements to be a technician, and it was just the same list you'd come out with. And I'm going, no, I thought out of my head, and I think it came out with another 3 down the phone with them. And the business manager then agreed, okay, you didn't cheat. But I think what really pissed me off was that the technician accused me of cheating, but they themselves cheat. So that they look up a list to see what the job requirements are. Doesn't their own technician know their job requirements, know what's required for their job? Surely they can think of it in their head, can't they? I never come across such abusive crap in all my life. Well, actually I have, but why do people treat you like that? What else did I think? So being very meticulous with detail, organised, meticulous setting up experiments and everything, and the equipment, thorough, good with paperwork, knowledgeable in science. What else was there? I suppose hard-working. You have to be reasonably good with people, I suppose, and be able to communicate. I don't think being good with people is actually that important. What else? I can't remember what else I said now, but they came out with 3 others in the phone, so I gave them 9, but I couldn't believe they were asking me to accuse me of cheating when they had no evidence for it, and then their own stupid technician and does what I think is cheating. Absolutely ridiculous. I tried looking up lists of what's required to be a technician myself on the internet, and I found some lists, but they said it weren't my list. They didn't have the same things in them. Why do people treat you like that? It made me very upset. I'd never been accused of cheating in my life. Just rudeness from people. It's stupid. They are. Has anybody out there got an explanation of why interviewers are treating me so badly and being so rude and stupid and ignorant? Because one of my neighbours said people are just stupid and don't know how to interview. Yeah, I think that's a big factor in it. It just made me feel I couldn't win. So when I get tripped up in interview questions, I then get planned them in advance. Then I end up being accused of cheating. I just can't win. I never got warned when I was at college that I'd received so much crap from the employment world like this. I think too many people in the employment world think they're perfect. I think they obviously don't get criticisms at all, and they just think they can knock others about. I knew an academic once at Edinburgh University who I knew him for about 15 years, I think. I stopped talking to him because through the whole time, whenever I was having these problems in interviews, he kept criticising me, he kept putting me down when I made errors. He never ever admitted to being at fault with anything or making mistakes in his life. And then eventually he did say he once messed up in an interview. That's why I got fed up with him. He lived in the world, he didn't live in reality. He was constantly putting me down and criticising faults I made, but he'd never ever admit to making them himself. and that's why I got fed up with him. Where other academics I've known have been much more honest about not knowing stuff and at fault with things. Professor of my MSc quite happily says and readily says, I don't know, or that he's made mistakes. He's much more honest. But this guy at Edinburgh, he's just not in reality. He would never. Took him 15 years to finally say, I once messed up. He just always treat me as though he never made mistakes ever, which is a load of rubbish. Everybody makes mistakes. So I got fed up with him and stopped talking to him. Anyway, yeah, some of my bad experiences with interviews.